He's got 20 million followers on social media.
So many people stream nowadays and they do it while sharing their personal lives with the viewers. It's all wholesome and good 90% of the time, but there's a 1% chance things might go down the wrong path.
Chill.
Hey yo, what's up guys, I'm Cosmos and this is Eldenring and Chill, where we discuss about things while showing gameplay footage of a goated, non-bloated player. So the streaming platform is a very sustainable thing to do for your channel, and I do it mainly for my niche community of Elden Ring because I enjoy interacting with people. This video may be related even for people outside of my small yet growing community. So stay tuned, grab a snack and a drink, and let's dive into these unanswered questions. Like yes, I have a small following, but they are very good people and very supportive. Other people stream for larger audiences and things can really get scary there.
Tell me about it.
It's all good vibes most of the time though, but what is crucial to understand is the bigger the audience, the larger the responsibility on the streamer, the larger the risk, the larger the chances of being in unfavorable positions. Whatever that streamer of a large audience says has a bigger effect on those who are behind the screen. Take for example Kai Cenat when he just wanted to meet up with his fans in New York. He posted on Twitter about wanting to meet up with his fans. What happened next really shocked him. It was mayhem, chaos, and a riot. Kai Cenat later stated to the media he didn't know the power he had, and it really shocked him that things went the way it went. I would rephrase that correctly and say Kai Cenat does not have any power. Rather, the audience who watch him have, and they are the ones that put him into this position. Without their large numbers, he is just another streamer. But having such a big loyal following can be very scary and very dangerous if management is not involved and only recklessness of actions is adopted. Kai Cenat was shocked that his fans flocked with these large numbers to a point where a riot ensued and damage to public property happened. When a streamer grows into popularity, his or her chances of being idolized grows accordingly. This can be very scary because you really don't know anything about the inside mind of people and what they want. A society of any kind is always positive most of the time and tends to rebuke any negativity, but there will always be the darker side lurking. The thing is, most of the streamers' watchers are very good people that just want to chill and watch, but the general rule is that there will always be those who take things too far. Streamers might get idolized to a point where a deranged follower turns to a fanatic zealot, with the outcome being harm either to himself or others, or even the streamer himself. They might get stalked, they might get harassed, and the most evil thing that may happen is that the streamer might lose his life because of streaming. A recent darker story that shows that streaming is a very dangerous profitable business is the Mexican woman TikToker that streams there for almost 1 million followers, Valeria Marquez. As she was doing a live stream, she kept feeling something is off. The feeling of impending doom was floating in the air. Too many factors and weird things were happening in that stream. One of the chat was asking her to stay where she is because as per him or her, a delivery man will be gifting her a very expensive gift. Little did this poor woman know is that gift is to seize her life. Valeria Marquez really stated many times in that stream she wants to leave, but unfortunately she didn't. The delivery man came to her salon where she was live streaming. This man asked her about her name, and as soon as she replied, the man opened fire at her quickly, putting an end to her life in a very tragic and brutal way. And all of that was captured on a live stream. Regardless if there was foul play or whatever was the factors, streaming her face and her location was a tool for her murderers that they used against her. This story is so tragic and really shows that streaming is a dangerous endeavor if you choose to do it as a lifestyle. All the lights will be directed on you. Your life will be shared with others. You will be loved, you will be hated. Your favorite food or drink will be known to others. Your choice of dress, the color of your eyes, what roles you like to take, what kind of house you live in. Does it have security? Do you stay up at night? Do you have defensive protections? And the list goes on. Mainly your life will not be yours. People will want a piece of that cake. The streamers that choose not to show their faces can have lesser issues, but still they will get harassed by many people who use the internet to do shady things and would feel safe behind a screen to do so. I feel women streamers face more dangers than male streamers for obvious reasons. They can get stalked, harassed, their cars damaged or burned, or even worse, their lives could be at risk. The better thing to do is don't show official information about yourself to the public if you really don't want to face such things, or rather just stop streaming if you really think that streaming might disturb your life. Being an active member of the community requires you to be outdoors more than indoors. If you just stream, then that means you really don't provide any benefit except to yourself, more or less. If you are not careful, you will be enclosed to yourself, lonely, and your mental health will slowly decline. Depression will overshadow you inside your four walls. Studies show that even people who extensively binge watch streaming services are inclined to have issues like stress, loneliness, insomnia, depression, and anxiety. So the noobs were correct after all. Even when they are salty about it after you beat them as a tryhard, they said touch grass. And yes, you should touch grass, see grass, smell grass, and go outside and live life, bro. Get the heck out of there, bro. Otherwise you will be stuck in that room like Silent Hill 4. That game was scary, bro. Do you even remember those twin enemies? Shish kebab, bro. Very scary stuff. Anyways, streaming is very dangerous to your life, to your health, to your mentality, to your own family. It also feels like a job sometimes because to some, you have to do it even when you don't want to do it. Know what I'm saying? In order for a streamer to know what he's been missing on life, he or she should stop for one day. Don't stream, go to a beach, sit there on a chair, alone or with a friend, and just relax. Enjoy the sunshine and soft breeze that filters your very soul that has become overwhelmed with a lifestyle that is not optimal for the body of a human being. Human beings are active beings and they are more healthy with activity rather than a less active or practical lifestyle. If a river stagnates, then it will be spoiled and decayed. So that's why for me, I always do some exercises before streaming, and that's why I choose to remain anonymous for the meantime. People would think about streaming and say it's all positives and no negatives, but what I have demonstrated in this video really might make you reconsider, and this story will 100% sure make you reconsider. Online influencers stabbed to death in Tokyo while live streaming. Police in Japan have charged a man with murder, saying he was a follower who had tracked her location by the buildings behind her as she filmed herself. Pictures here show investigators at the scenes where an online influencer was stabbed to death in Tokyo on Tuesday. Violent crime is very rare in Japan. A young female online influencer in Japan was stabbed to death while live streaming on a Tokyo street by a man whom the police identified as a follower with a grudge. The influencer Aria Sato, 22 years old, was heard by passers by screaming help, and her live stream went dark with the sounds of emergency vehicle sirens audible to those watching. Her audience posted puzzled and worried reactions, including urgent pleas like "Where did she go?" and "Somebody help." The Tokyo police said Wednesday that they had charged Kenji Takano, a 42 years old male, with murder on suspicion he carried out the attack, which took place the day before in a Tokyo neighborhood popular with university students. They said Mr. Takano, who was arrested at the scenes, had admitted to the attack, though he said he didn't mean to kill her. According to the police, Mr. Takano used a survival knife to stab Mr. Sato in the head, neck, and torso while she stood looking into her cell phone camera on a busy street. Miss Sato, a live streamer who had more than 2,600 followers, was filming herself as she made a circuit of major train stations. Although efforts were made to revive her, Miss Sato died after arriving at the hospital, police said. This is not the first killing of a female streamer in Japan. 2 years ago, a court in a Tokyo suburb sentenced a 26-year-old man to 70 years in prison for stabbing to death a 33-year-old influencer who had just broken off a relationship with him. And that's, guys, why I believe streaming should not be taken so nonchalantly. It has so many negatives and it also has so many positives. It should not be taken as a lifestyle without heavy consideration. And that's the end of the video, guys. It's me, the one and only Cosmos. Await more videos, more stuff. Put the like and subscribe and tell me in the comments, bro. Tell me what you think about this video. Join me in this adventure
as we grow
in forever brilliance
rise
and magnificence.